Hey, what's going on? What's going on, CoinOpTV subscribers? Robert Welkner here. Happy 2018. It's been a while since I've actually done a video talking straight up to the camera because I've had some issues with YouTube and it's kind of slowing me down. But I thought I'd kind of try and jump back in the game and make some videos this week and see what happens and test the water and do a few different types of videos, some gameplay, some on-location stuff, some chatter with you guys here. So that's the reason for the delay and the reason why I'm making this video, so to test the waters. So the reason for this video though is because we found out today that Toys R Us is officially going to be closing down over 180 stores in the US. This is as a result of the Chapter 11 bankruptcy claim that they put in mid last year. I forgot what month that was. I think it was like April or June or something like that. We're all sort of wondering, hey, what's going to happen with Toys R Us stores? I know as a toy collector, as a video gamer, as a hobbyist, as an enthusiast, as a guy who just likes to walk around in a big giant store that looks massive and cool with a lot of pretty things and fun things to look at and play with, Toys R Us is always a great destination for that. And obviously as a Skylanders Portal Master guy, going to Toys R Us and toy hunting was a thing that was pretty active. I don't go to Toys R Us quite as much now because I'm not, there's no Skylanders to collect and I've slowed down on my amiibo collecting. But I'm sure a lot of you, Portal Masters out there or other toy collectors are hearing about this news and are sort of bumming. So let me sort of read a little bit of the information here off of CNN's website. So CNN says Toys R Us plans to close more than 180 stores in the U.S. It says here the troubled retailer, which declared bankruptcy in September 2017, is looking to close down as many as 182 outlets across the country, according to a court filing today. Today is, of course, January 24th, 2018. It says in the article, over nearly 7 decades in the business, Toys R Us has built up 1,600 stores around the world. About 880 of them are in the U.S. The planned closure, which needs court approval, are expected to begin early next month. So I guess that would be February. And the CEO, Dave Brendan, said this in a message posted to his website, kind of with the update there. From the CNN article, the actions we are taking are necessary to give us the best chance to emerge from our bankruptcy proceeding as a more viable and competitive more viable and competitive, he says. Much of the problem in traditional brick-and-mortar stores was because of a shift by consumers to buying more goods online. Foot traffic in stores fell 8% last year, according to Fun, which is a different person, not the CEO. Finally, it says, but the problem at Toys R Us predate the growth of online shopping. It suffered from fierce competition and lost market shares to fellow big box retailers like Walmart and Target. It has nearly lost $2.5 billion since its last reported an annual profit 5 years ago, which has left it reeling under $5 billion in debt. So there's just some excerpts there from the CNN article, and like I said in the beginning here, this definitely hits you hard. Like when we found out about the bankruptcy, we were kind of thinking, well, maybe Toys R Us will be okay. They can make it happen, but now we're finding out that it looks like the next phase is happening. Now, if you don't know much about bankruptcy, there's different bankruptcy claims you can put on. A company can claim like Chapter 7 bankruptcy, I think it is, and actually go out of business, liquidate the stores, go out of business. Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which what Toys R Us is in, is sort of another way to go about bankruptcy where they just kind of need to get rid of redundancies and close up a lot of stores and free up a lot of money so that they could sort of get some government relief and get themselves back in order. I think it's going to take drastic changes though, because one, when you go to a Toys R Us store, nobody knows in there, or the majority of people in there, the employees, have no idea what things are, where they are, what they're called, the education system of Toys R Us employees, at least in my experience in Los Angeles, California, and New York City, and places I live in San Diego. You just feel like you're going in there and there's like no help. You go up to customer service, nobody knows anything. They can't figure out how to find anything. They don't know what anything's called, even with a computer and a directory in front of them. I think that's something that needs to change. There needs to be better infrastructure there with the education and the knowledge, and just being able to scan things and figure out what things are. And you know, if you have that computer and the database in front of you there, that would be something to change. Also, I guess the stores maybe should be smaller or chopped in half or something, because Toys R Us stores are huge, and you know, that's a lot of energy and you know, services and things like that involved. And if there's a financial crisis, of course we want to, you know, shrink down the stores, you know, not only killing off a bunch of stores, but the stores that are left, maybe making them smaller, chopping them in half, selling off, you know, storage for other things or something like that. I'm not quite sure how that would work. I have actually a list from USA Today's website, and I'll put links to this in the description below, which gives a listing of the stores that they know about that are closing. I won't read them all off, but like we got Alabama, Arizona, a lot in Arizona, looks like about 6 stores. Arkansas looks like 1 store. California looks like a lot of stores. I'm skimming through the list here. It looks like about 20 stores in California, but I'm not seeing any. There's a couple stores near me, a Toys R Us near me. I'm not seeing any of those on the list, so I guess I should be okay with the ones immediately near me. But there's a couple like in the Valley and Torrance, that other places in San Diego and Mira Mesa that I've been to many a times that'll be closing. Colorado's got 1, Connecticut's got a few, Delaware, Florida's got a bunch, Georgia's got a bunch, Indiana's got a couple, Iowa has got a couple, Illinois, Kansas, Kentucky, the list goes on and on. You can again, I'll put the link in the description below to this USA Today article, so you can look and see if your Toys R Us is closing. I'm sad, I'm bummed. It wasn't really my intention to come back and make a video talking about sort of bad news, but you know, hey, there could be some good news at the light at the end of the tunnel here. If you have a Toys R Us that's closing, chances are there's going to be big giant clearance sales, going out of store sales. So keep an eye on things and figure out, like, hey, you know, if maybe there's some toys and some stock that you had your eye on that might have been too expensive, and Toys R Us might, you know, this closing up might be an option for you to take advantage of some of those prices. And speaking of prices, Toys R Us also need to price match more. I do believe they price match things online, Amazon, stuff like that, but some of their pricing can be a little strange. I mean, as a Skylander and Amiibo collector, it seems like whenever you go to Toys R Us, it's always like $1 or $2 more, and granted that sort of offsets with sales and, you know, buy 2 get 1 discount or something like that, but pricing also. So I'll be curious to sort of see what happens with Toys R Us. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. If you're sad, if you're bumming, if you're gonna go to Toys R Us this week, check it out, walk around, look at some things, take some pictures, you know, find out if yours is on the closure list or not. It's not the end of the world. Toys R Us, you know, isn't going away. They're just closing a bunch of stores in a way to revamp sort of their business model there and their business plan. Recently, I'm a big fan of Soup Plantation. I go to a lot of Soup Plantation stores, and this is something also that's been going on with Soup Plantation. They've had like a bankruptcy thing that they've been going through, and they're closing up a lot of stores, but a lot of restaurants, but a lot of them are still remaining. So it was weird. I went to one of my Soup Plantations. I was like, oh, let me go grab lunch, grab a bite. Boom, closed unexpectedly, and a lot of those closed also. But there are some that are still open, or a lot, and I still get to go there. So let me know what you guys think. If you want to see more of me chatting with you like this one-on-one on YouTube, let me know. I tried to do some live streaming, but apparently the software that I'm using is not compatible with High Sierra, so that's why I recorded this video and no live stream, but because I wanted to show you some graphics, so I was a little bummed about that. But anyway, making videos, testing the waters. We'll see what happens with YouTube. Shout out to all of the independent YouTube channels out there that are that, you know, struggling trying to get them views, them watch times. I'm struggling too to get views, watch times, subscribers, and all that as well. So I feel your pain. The golden age is behind us. YouTube sort of went with the prank channels over the gaming channels, and look where that got them. So shame on them for that. We'll see how things go in 2018. Maybe I'll be back again soon with another video. Thanks a bunch for watching. For CoinOpTV, we'll see you next time.